If you are embarking around the world in a hot air balloon, don't forget the toilet paper. Once we had to wait on incoming faxes. These words by Richard Branson, a renowned entrepreneur, shows the importance most people associate with toilet paper. World over, billions of tissue paper are produced each year by various companies. One such company is Chandaria Industries. The firm prides itself as the largest tissue and hygiene products manufacturer in Kenya, East and Central Africa. Darshan Chandaria is the current group CEO.
I think my grandfather, my father, I've been very entrepreneurial. I really take my hats off to them in terms of the commitment, in terms of time, dedication, the sacrifices they've made to really get our businesses up and running, make them very successful. Their drive, their will to succeed and to get away from poverty. When my grandfather came to this country many years ago, the only thing he had in his mind was to get away from poverty. He came with literally nothing. And I think ever since, that entrepreneurial spirit has carried on in the family, and me and my brother are now very involved in Chandaria Industries and the group day to day, and trying to make a difference. What really inspires us today is transforming the lives of Kenyans, East Africans and Africans widely. We have this capability through making necessity tissue and hygiene, basic tissue and hygiene sanitation available to Kenyans more affordably.
Chandaria Industries was founded in 1964, long before 31-year-old Darshan was born. Upon his graduation in business management from Cardiff University, Darshan opted to join the family business. He would rise through the ranks before finally taking over the reins as the group CEO in 2015.
So, honestly, the options were completely open to me. So after I went to university in the UK, I went to Cardiff University, I graduated in 2009. The options were open. I actually went into employment in the UK. I worked with a consulting firm for just over a year and a half. But I think, as I was at university, I would come back during my holidays, spend time in the office, and really understand, what was going on. And I think Chandaria Industries really struck me. The capability, we have to touch the lives of over 100 million consumers in Africa, the capability the business has to transform their lives, has, in terms of the development of the economy, contribution to the economy, employment creation, and consumer products is something I'm really passionate about. Because, to build a strong consumer product and a brand, effectively, such as Velvix, Tolex, Rosie, the brands we have in our portfolio, it takes a lot of dedication. You have to have world-class manufacturing processes. Everything you do has to be world-class.
With a market presence in over 15 African countries, Darshan had to make several sacrifices so as to keep Chandaria Industries at the top of the pack. As Darshan explains, the life of an entrepreneur can be lonely at the top.
It came with a lot of responsibility, a lot of sacrifices. I can tell you, I'm not able to enjoy a lot of things that people my age, would be able to enjoy. I often work weekends. I'm working till late. I often start my day, early. I'm not home till midnight because I have dinner meetings. I have stuff to do after work. And I guess, look, it is really up to the person. I feel there is no shortcut whatsoever for commitment, having a vision and hard work. And yes, you learn. You will network, you learn from other people's experiences, but if you're not committed and you don't work hard, there's no you will not get to where you want to be. So I think for me, it's really been a great challenge. It's a challenge every day. I learn every day.
While the company is famous for its tissue making, Chandaria Industries also manufactures other related products.
So I think, if we looked at what's unique about our products, brands and company, there's a number of differentiating factors. Then the first one is we're the only company in Kenya that manufactures our products 100% in Kenya. Right from recycling paper waste to the final distribution of the product, nobody else does that. Everybody else either buys their raw materials from us or imports their raw materials. So that's a major advantage. I think the patriotic element of Kenyans is really coming out when we support the Buy Kenya, Build Kenya initiative. The other thing I think is, look, we've been in manufacturing for over 50 years. We have over 50 years of manufacturing excellence. Our products have been tried and tested in this market over and over. We've gone into new product categories. And it's really led to a very strong brand affiliation.
An ISO 9001 to 2008 certified company, Chandaria Industries hopes to be the leading player in the toilet and hygiene industry in Africa. According to Darshan, Chandaria Industries employees will play a very crucial role in the growth and development of the group.
Satisfaction of being a market leader overall, the satisfaction of being a market leader in every category we operate in, is really a lot of credit to our team. You know, the professionals who come here every day, work hard, you know, to achieve their goals, enjoy it, you know, show their entrepreneurial zeal, show their commitment to make sure that our customers and our consumers have a competitive advantage always, that, you know, the end consumers, I mean Kenyans and East Africans and Africans at large, have more than one reason to be proudly associated with our brands every day. You know, we are a critical part of everyday life for over 100 million consumers in Africa today.
Although profits might be the main reason for most entrepreneurs engaging in various ventures, Darshan believes that it is important for the business to have a transformative effect on stakeholders it is working with.
We have a fully integrated marketing strategy. You know, if you look at where we advertise, how we reach our customers, we're using various above the line means, various below the line means. You know, so all traditional, you know, elements, print media with newspapers, billboards, outdoor advertising. What we've seen work very well is actually digital also for us. You know, I mean, I think, you know, the ability to reach a wider audience and not have to be, you know, face to face or have, you know, a printed item or printed material in front of them. The fact that you can, you know, target a variety of focus groups through digital media. The fact that you can communicate what you need to, when you need to, and schedule it. Digital, you know, is quite interesting for us. And it's not only direct marketing. You know, it's not just, okay, look, here's our new Velvex 3-ply, or here's our new Velvex kitchen towel, for example, or here's an improved version of our toilet tissues. It's also showing them benefits in terms of the overall picture at Chandaria Industries, what we're doing for community development, how many Kenyans we're employing, how we're helping keep the streets of Kenya clean by recycling paper waste, how we have saved over 22 million trees over the last 31 years of our manufacturing. That I think really gives our customers an all-round experience. It's not just I'm getting the best product at the best price possible, but it's also I'm buying into a much bigger initiative.
The farm is geographically spread across 5 countries: Kenya, Tanzania, Uganda, India, and Dubai. Even though the industry has been recording positive growth over the past few years, Chandaria Industries and other players in the sector have had to contend with a unique set of challenges.
Competition is definitely very fierce. The price points have actually dropped, you know, over the last few years rather than increasing. So where you have costs going up, you have prices actually of products coming down. So you actually find that, you know, your margins are dropping. You have to be more competitive, you have to be more efficient, you have to have those unique selling propositions around your product in terms of quality, functional benefits, and you have to be able to communicate them very clearly. We've had certain challenges, especially ourselves, with counterfeiting, substandard products, which we've also dealt with. We have a great relationship with KEBS, anti-counterfeit agency, and all the stakeholders you know, involved. And really in the last 2 or 3 years, I would describe it as a hyper-competitive category. So it's a commodity where margins are low, with a hyper-competitive competition landscape, because everybody's trying to gain market share every day. Everybody's trying to get the customers' attention. Everybody's trying to outdo each other with promotions. So it really is a tough segment, and that's what I like. I love the challenge.
Getting good advice is critical for any entrepreneur. Good advice from smart people can be an invaluable asset when an entrepreneur is trying to navigate through key decisions. It is a vital lesson that Darshan has had to learn the hard way.
I think, look, you know, early on in my career, I was a very excited young man who, you know, thought many a times straight out of university that I had all the knowledge in the world. And, you know, I think the one thing that I should have, definitely if I look back at my younger self, and I would tell myself, is to listen more, understand the people who are talking to you, understand what people are trying to say, understand the point, before you kind of just give your own perception and say, this is how it is. I know it's got to be like this. This is right. And, you know, and you find that, you know, I'm listening to people. Doesn't matter if it's the sweeper in my organization, doesn't matter if it's my head of finance, my banker, my customer, my supplier. You know, I really give them And yeah, I need to understand the point they're trying to make so I can make a well-rounded, educated decision.
Due to the challenges associated with entrepreneurship, it is critical that aspiring entrepreneurs are mentored by already established entrepreneurs. In a bid to pass on his knowledge, Darshan signed on for KCB's Lion Den, a forum whereby would-be entrepreneurs get an opportunity to pitch their business ideas.
Some of them had amazing knowledge on their businesses, the facts, what they really needed, what the market potential was, why they were different, why their products were different. And it was a really exciting, it was really just exciting. The interactions were amazing. Their ability, to convince us on certain things was, incredible. Marketing skills.
A recipient of several local and global entrepreneurship awards, Darshan is confident that the company will soon become the go-to company for matters toilet and hygiene products in Africa. So what words of advice does Darshan Chandaria have for aspiring entrepreneurs?
Whatever it is that's satisfying to you, I can tell you that, if you're committed, if you work hard, if you don't take any shortcuts, you run an ethical business, you won't look back.